5 months ago, I couldn't focus for more than 10 minutes without reaching my phone. Then I read one book, I made one change, and what happened over the next 30 days completely changed the way I work. And honestly, it scared me. Let me show you why. I noticed that when most people fail to focus, they think they have a time problem. I did too. I just need more hours, they say, but that's wrong. Because the problem wasn't time, the problem was attention. Newport, the author of Deep Work, argues that focus is becoming one of the rarest skills in this generation. And because it is rare, it is becoming incredibly valuable. Because the people who can focus are producing more. They're learning faster, they're building businesses, they're creating opportunities while everyone else is trapped in distraction. And once I understood that, I started treating focus like a superpower, not a personality trait, but as a skill that can be learned. And what happened next surprised me. Now here's the lie I used to believe. I just check my phone for 1 second. 1 second becomes 7, 7 becomes 20, and 20 destroys momentum. But then the book Deep Work introduced me to something called the attention residue effect. Every time you switch tasks, a piece of your attention stays behind. Your boredom is at the desk, but your mind is still thinking about that message, or that video, or that notification. I realized that my work sessions were not interrupted by hours, they were interrupted by seconds, and hundreds of them. So I made one change. I stopped keeping my phone on my desk, just as simple as that, but it was powerful. I know what you're thinking right now. My phone isn't that big of a problem, but that's exactly what I thought, until I tried sitting quietly with no music, no videos, no scrolling, nothing, just there with my thoughts, and it felt uncomfortable. That scared me because Deep Work argues that if you constantly consume stimulations, your brain loses its ability to tolerate boredom. But then boredom is where focus is built. So I had to start practicing boredom. I started waiting without my phone, walking without my headphones, and sitting with my thoughts. At first, I felt awful, but then something strange started happening. My concentration started improving. I could now stay on a single task longer. I could read longer. I could write longer. I could think longer. But then I was about to make a mistake that almost ruined everything for me. Now, before I got to what changed everything, a part that I don't want you to miss, I almost turned Deep Work into another productivity obsession. I started trying to work every minute. I wanted every hour to be productive, every moment to count, and I almost burned out very fast. Because Deep Work isn't about working more, it's about working better. And that's when I discovered what I call the focus sprint framework. Instead of trying to focus all day, I focused intensely in short blocks. One mission, one objective, no distraction, then I rested. And with this, the quality of my work exploded. The hours stayed the same, but the output changed completely. And that led to the biggest lesson of all. Now I want this to sink in. Most people think focus is something you do, but I think it is something you become. Because every day you choose between two identities, the distracted person and the focused person. One notification at a time, one decision at a time, one work session at a time. My breakthrough wasn't finding the perfect system. It was becoming someone who protects attention. Because attention becomes action, actions become results, and results become your life. Now here's what Deep Work won't do. It won't magically make hard work easy. It won't remove procrastination forever. And it won't make you productive every single day. Some days will still be messy. Some days you'll still get distracted. I still do. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is returning to focus faster. And that's the difference. I usually think of my life back then, like 8 hours gone and nothing meaningful done. And I always thought I needed more motivation, more discipline, and more time. But I was wrong. Because what I needed was control over my attention. And once I learned to do that, everything else became easier. Not easy, but easier. And the biggest lesson I learned from the book Deep Work is this: the quality of your life is often determined by what you pay attention to.